friends. How are you today? I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy at home. I'm missing you all more and more as each day passes. But I hope this time that we spend together is helpful. So about this next book, we have learned in our first book that bees pollinate flowers, and in our second book, we learned that animals can pollinate too. In today's book, we learn that other amazing kinds of insects can also pollinate. Some of these pollinators are a surprise to me. I hope you enjoy this book. This bee is busy. It is gathering food. The bee is also helping the plant. The bee is moving pollen. Pollen is a powder inside a flower. Pollination is when pollen moves between parts of flowers. How do insects pollinate? All insects pollinate plants in similar ways. First, an insect crawls on a flower. Pollen sticks to the insect. Pollen often sticks to an insect's back, legs, or head. Next, the insect moves to a different flower. The pollen falls onto the flower. The pollen rubs off the insect onto the milkweed flower. Did you notice this pollinator is a beautiful butterfly? Then, the flower uses the pollen to make seeds. These milkweed seeds blow in the wind. Kinds of insect pollinators. Many different kinds of insects pollinate plants. Do you know the special word we use that means to scatter and spread far and wide? Disperse. I just wanted to give you a closer look at this beautiful green beetle. Look how gorgeous he is. Beetles pollinate. There is a lot of pollen on this little beetle. Lacewings pollinate. Now there's an insect I haven't heard of. Have you? Butterflies pollinate. Butterflies have bristles on their legs that carry pollen. Do you see the pollen on this little guy's feet? Isn't he so cute working so hard? Moths pollinate. Some moths pollinate flowers that bloom at night. I find that so interesting, and I didn't know that before. This hawk moth is feeding on a flower. Wasps pollinate. Flies pollinate. That's surprising. Protecting pollinators. Some pollinators are in trouble. They are dying out. Much of the food we eat comes from plants pollinated by bees. Apple, pear, and peach trees need bees. It is important to protect pollinators. These children have a bee-friendly garden. How about you? Here's a glossary. Bristles, short, stiff hairs. Insects, animals that do not have backbones. Insects have 3 body sections, 3 pairs of legs, and typically wings. Pollen, a yellowish powder made inside flowers. Pollination, the transfer of pollen from one part of a flower to another part of a flower of the same kind. Pollinators, animals that pollinate flowers. Seeds, parts of flowering plants that are able to grow new plants. Thank you so much, friends, for listening to my stories. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed hearing about pollination today. I'm thinking about each and every one of you and sending you all happy wishes. Love, Mrs. Sandow.